I'm a big fan of public maps, and this map that a fellow recommended on the Indiana Railroad site, I think is a pretty good map. And but it's been brutally attacked for whatever reason. I just can't understand things like this. But this comment just sent me over the edge. I'm sorry, but the map is a hot mess. And I am going to prove, at least by comparing the map of two different nerds working totally independent, that our maps line up pretty daggone closely on Google Earth. I'm sure Bob didn't know this was possible, but it is possible to create a KML file or a KMZ file that can show these QGIS layers. And I'm going to show you how to access it here and show you how I use this map to correct my own mistakes, and I made plenty of them, trust me. So this is how she works to get to this Butch's Indot Map Comparison.kmz file. And you just, whenever you get this ugly screen, just click download. And when you get this, and I'm a Microsoft Edge here, you just click open. And Google Earth magically opens up here. And here's our maps right here. And I noticed Bob said list 5 errors. I've listed 4 errors, or 4 missing links and errors on the Indot map, and a list of one of my 1,000 errors that I made. So here's 5 errors here that I've listed on our 2 maps. But this shows you how closely the maps I've made of lines in Indiana and the Indot map line up. It's just simply amazing. 2 different people can make thousands of clicks and end up with maps this close. You can tell the Indot map because it looks like this. It's got little arrows ever so often, and it's an overlay. And I'm going to expand this out over here. And if you want to see what I mapped, you can just turn the Indot map off, and there's the lines I've made. And if you want to turn mine off, you just click on this Indiana Railroad there, and there's the Indot map. So look how they overlay. I found very few instances where our maps don't almost overlay perfectly. It's simply amazing how close they've turned out. Now, map makers, we all love feedback. We love to know the GPS points. We love to know the lines we missed and the locations they went to and all that stuff. And I'm going to show you, if you know just a little bit about Google Earth, how easy it is to pass that information on. So what I've done in this particular map, I created a folder called Corrections to Report. And here's one right here that the Indot made a mistake. An honest mistake. And trust me, mistakes are so easy to make. And I think what happened here is the Indot fellow accidentally has 2 different layers in his QGIS map. You can see one here shows the line active, and the other one's inactive here. And when you open up the map, this one overrides this one. So all we have to do is tell him where these errors are, and you can simply do that by putting a place mark where you start seeing the double layer, which I've done right here. And from there, the Indot map maker can know exactly the GPS coordinates where things are fouled up, and he can go right to it in QGIS and fix it. And let's see, I think he had, here's another error that was made. You can tell this line here is still active, the railroad's still in plain sight. So we're just giving the GPS coordinates of where that is so we can fix it. But let's look at the big picture. I'll zoom out here. There, it caught up. And look how closely all of our two maps line up. It's just simply unbelievable. And like I say, we got two different people pressing thousands of mouse clicks to plot these points, and we're this close. So my challenge to Bob is, okay, if it's so messed up, you make a KML file that shows us where we're both wrong. And I just hate to see people get attacked to put a lot of work in, and for no apparent reason. I just can't understand it. It doesn't make you look any smarter. And so, I don't know. I've got thick skin, so it just rolls off my back. But I certainly don't want this Indot fellow who's put in all the work he's put in to be discouraged because of comments like this.